Sanaa Mohammed, husband and wife, the president, CEO, and chief engineer of Max Incorporated. You've been in existence for several decades here in Troy, Michigan. Let's start off by explaining exactly what do you do here at Max Incorporated.
We do the research, design, development, and give you a final product. If you like what you see, then we can go into production. So, and then we can do anything in between. I mean, if you already have the design, we can develop it for you, we can build it, assemble it, and give you a final product, or we can critique your design or make it more manufacturer friendly. So, and we can re-engineer, we can design test procedures for you, and we've hit every market from hospitality to automotive to medical to consumer products, a variety. So this is one electronic assembly house and engineering house that does just about everything that has a printed circuit.
You are working with sports marketing agency and a number of organizations on this. Tell me how you will play a key role in manufacturing the Syndio machine. It's a machine to help patients get their medication the right way, take their medication the right way without substance abuse.
We will understand it, we'll read it, we'll do whatever it takes to design a good product. And we'll make sure it's cost effective, it's easy to manufacture, and hopefully to be manufactured always in the US.
For those who are not quite aware, the Syndio machine is a device that allows patients to get their medication at a certain time every day to make sure there are no potential overdoses, if you will. Is it something about this concept that grabbed your attention even more? Of course, you're a business, you're going to manufacture whatever a customer brings to you if it fits your stance, your mission. But is there something in particular about this device that really grabbed amplified your passion even more?
I would love to help in that area. I mean, medical devices hit home all the time. Everyone has somebody that's ill, or has somebody that's addicted, or has somebody that needs help. So, with your counselors and with your ideas, we can be part of your team.
Mohammed, take us into the facility, the resources you have to manufacture, engineer these types of devices, and much more. What's inside here at Max Incorporated?
We basically have the electrical engineers to design the board, to lay out the PC board. Laying out a PC board is basically that green PC board you see in all devices.
If you don't mind sharing your story, being a chief engineer, you're dealing with things physically, but your mind is still sharp to help others.
To be honest with you, I keep MS, the multiple sclerosis, pushed to the side. I don't think much about it. I really don't. I mean, that's how I've been throughout my life. When I was diagnosed in '84, so
37 years ago.
Yes,
37, yeah, and
I've been his doctor.
luckily I was still working, I was still walking with not much balance, you know, and I always like to contract my engineering. I worked for a couple of companies, and then I went on my own, mainly because of my condition.
Sanaa Mohammed with Max Incorporated, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing how many of these Syndio machines you create in the next year here in Metro Detroit, because it's going to help a lot of people.
You got it.
So we'll start over at the beginning where the boards are coming in, they're getting printed, and then they're getting populated. So after the design has been completed, all the materials have been ordered, boards are ordered, we'll get in our bare boards like this, and they'll go through our SMT process, which involves applying paste onto the board through our paste printers. And then once the boards are printed, they'll go over to our SMT machines, where they will place all the components. And so over here, we've got our machines that are placing all the components on the board based on the design and the bill of material and components that are loaded on here. On our line, we run 2 machines just for throughput purposes. You could do them on one machine or multiple machines. Once the components are placed, they're conveyed behind to an inspection station that we have right up here. At this point, our operators are inspecting the boards just to ensure everything was placed on there that was supposed to be placed on there, and any other manual touch-ups or placements that need to happen. And then they'll go through a reflow oven. In our reflow oven, we're basically trying to get that solder to liquefy and create a solder joint between the components and the board.
Everything you see here, this machine places all of those components. This is an empty board. This is what they call a populated board.
And how quickly can you manufacture this, from this to this?
Fairly quickly, depending on the complexity of the design, but we could turn designs as quick as 3 days or sooner if everything is available. And this process can be done with lead and lead-free depending on the application that's being used, whether it's consumer, military, things like that.
Okay.
And then once it comes out of our reflow oven, it goes through an automated inspection process.
Now the reason the oven is so long is that it takes a while to get up to temperature. You just don't want to hit it hard. So you gradually bring it up to temperature. So it actually gets up to that temperature, melts, holds it for a little bit, cools down, and it solidifies. So it does 2 things. It mechanically binds the component because of the solder, and electrically it connects the 2 parts together. So there's a mechanical portion and an electrical portion. So that's what that oven does. So Therapeutics has basically partnered with MAKS to basically produce the device that we're actually contracting to do. They're one of the most sought after contract manufacturers for electronic devices. So that's what they do. They're a contract manufacturer that will take a design, which we have, and actually have it produced or have it designed for mass production. And so that's exactly what you see is the ability to mass produce electronic devices. And so again, Therapeutics is the company that has come up with a design for the device that we talked about earlier. And MAKS is our partner in manufacturing that device.
Idra Sanaa, on behalf of Therapeutics and Max Incorporated, any final thoughts?
Well, I look forward to the synergy of both of our companies in focusing on this invention, Sendio, to help combat the opioid crisis.
And we're right here behind you to help you every step of the way to get the board going and get your device useful and functional.
All right, very confident this black box, the Sendio machine, is going to impact many lives going forward.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.